So we already mentioned climatology, climate, anomaly, and all these things. Let's do it again here in this context of discussing the entire problem from Gail Herman's book. Basically, climatology, as we said before, is an average of many years. Average of what? It can be average of all January 1s for 30 years. So daily climatology, January 1 means January 1, 2, 3, and each day of the year can be averaged for 30 years to create a daily climatology. You can make averages of week of temperature or whatever other quantity and average each week for 30 years. You get weekly climatology, similarly monthly climatology, annual climatology, and so on. And why do we do it? Because once you have climatology, then you can subtract a given day or a given week or a given month from the baseline or the climatology and see if it's warmer or colder. That's the anomaly. Already we discussed this, what you expect. And on a given day, do you remember if this year this day from the previous year was warmer or cooler and so on? Maybe you're not old enough to remember those sorts of things. But the main thing here is to look for climate change. What do? We basically take a climatology over some 30-year period. Let's say we want to do it from Industrial Revolution to 2025 when I'm recording this. So you take a baseline climatology, let's say you compute it with years from 1850 to 1900 or 1960 to 1990. There is no fixed rule. Then for each year, you can look at the anomaly from this climatology. What does this tell you? If climatologies were cooler for many, many decades or years, then the climate was cooler than the baseline climatology. If it gets warmer and warmer, then you know that we are getting warm anomalies year after year. But year after year, it goes up and down because ocean can take heat and hide it, and we'll see when it gets released and so on. But if you take 10-year averages of anomalies from this climatology, then you may see that each decade is now getting warmer than the previous decade, which is a clear sign that the climate is in fact warming, because a 10-year average is basically something like a climate. Year-to-year variability is still basically weather-like variability. There are words for these, so let's not bother with it, but just get a sense of climatology, anomaly, and then trend, which means anomalies are going in one particular direction and they are keep on they keep on going in that direction for a long time.